What's going on, guys? Long time no stream. Haven't done any videos for a little bit either, so it's gonna be a little weird. So we'll see who joins, just to say hello, and we'll see what's up. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I've actually done any videos because I schedule them out for so long in advance. So that's kind of bright, isn't it? Let me turn that down a bit. There. I think that's a bit better. Hello, how are you? I can't even get a haircut these days because of the whole COVID-19. Can you hear me okay? It should be coming through this mic. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, perfect. So I have a whole different mic setup for this computer here. So I want to make sure I've never done a live stream off this computer before. So I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Perfect. Perfect. So how are you guys among this whole COVID-19 thing? Because it's weird. It's really, really weird. I'll get into the actual meat and potatoes of the video in a moment. Because everyone is so fearful. Everyone is so full of fear right now. Everyone doesn't know what to do with themselves. They are listening to the media and the news, and they have no direction. They have no, you know, they have no thoughts of their own, right? Makes no contact. It does. It really does. Because now it is what it is, right? This is the first live of yours I get to interact with. Love watching your videos. Cool, man. It's awesome. I haven't done. I was gonna do daily live videos. I started to, and then I found that my channel doesn't grow fast enough to get new people in here on a daily basis. Some do. So I was just repeating the same content to those people. So a weekly idea or a monthly idea might be better. But the live stuff is fun. I miss doing lives because I get to interact with you guys. But yeah, it's been a while. I mean, being at home is weird doing a video. I haven't done a video at home in a long time. This is obviously not the office. Healthy. What about you? Are you doing okay? I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm at home, chilling, doing my thing, playing Xbox, as you guys can see. How do I do this? Yeah. Resident Evil 3 comes out tonight at midnight, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna play that as soon as as soon as I can. But I'm actually making incredible progress in my health lifestyle during these strange times. Good. So that's the thing. I live on the 10th floor of a building, right? And I'm just running up and down the stairs. And like you burn a lot of calories, especially if you hold on to heavy stuff. Like if you have like a backpack or something like that that's heavy, you can burn a lot of calories doing that. You can do a lot of stuff just because of the elevation, you know? You can skip steps, you can run faster, you can do a lot of stuff. And they say that you burn 0.17 calories per step. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but the harder you make it, the more calories you burn. And if, of course, you still see people out running around with their dogs and their kids and stuff like that out in the world. But that's the first thing about conquering fear is just understanding that you're mortal anyways, right? That's first step. That's number one. You're going, like, everyone is so afraid to do anything. Understanding your mortality is the number one way to start getting over fear. Like getting over the fear of going in front of a camera, right? When I first wanted to make YouTube videos, I was okay, like what do I do? Right. And I was fearful because of, people that were going to make fun of me or something like that, right? And you just do it, right? Getting over fear is that simple. It's just understanding, okay, like if I want what I want, if you have big goals and you know that YouTube and like gaining an audience is going to help you get there, you have to get in front of a camera or at least talk. So I have the microphone. You at least have to do podcasting or something written, like blogging, right? So Before I started this live stream, I made a bacon sandwich, so I'm gonna eat it. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask, because I will go on about how to get over fear as well. So there's some like smaller things you guys can do. Singe, are you lifting weights, by the way? This stay caution is like a sneak preview of what a retirement could potentially look like. It's a great time to make proper adjustments. And then be who you desire during and after this quarantine. Yeah, Singe, yeah, 100%. So retirement is a scary thought. See, I don't think that far ahead. And everyone in my life has told me you should be thinking about your retirement. It's like my desires from when I was like 20, because I'll be 30 in a couple of months. And in 10 years, so many things have changed. Like obviously retirement to everyone is having enough money to live day to day after you're not working anymore. That's the idea of retirement. But like that's so dumb. Being like, okay, I'm going to make like $2,000 a month for the rest of my life because of my pension. It's like you're putting your power into someone else's hands the second that you think like that. You're putting your power into corporations or the government. Like there's so many people who want UBI, right? I like the idea, but the money comes from somewhere. So, and again, those are like political talks, and I don't really want to get into that kind of stuff. But Marcus Morgan says, shout out to Masculine Energy, Corey Wayne, Black Book Basics. I've never heard of that guy in AMS. I love AMS. Corey Wayne's my guy. I want to meet him someday. I want to meet him someday. He's like, he's an average dude. And he even says that he's like, I'm just a regular guy. But like, I can't wait to actually like sit down and talk to him about the other stuff that he's never mentioned in his books and some of the experiences that he has. Okay, I have one. I'm just gonna call you Joshi or Yoshi. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I'm not even gonna try. I'll butcher it. Okay, I have one. What do you do if you're blocked during this quarantine? Well, no contact still work. I'm almost 2 months in. If you're blocked, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do even if you weren't in quarantine. Like, what could you possibly do? Well, no contact still work. Yeah, that's your only option if you're blocked, right? That's literally your only option is to be, you know. So if you are completely blocked, what is it that you possibly think you can do to make them contact you, to make them unblock you? Blocking and unblocking is usually a game to see if the other person will notice, right? So that's the idea. Now, Yoshi, if you are still in this mindset where you're like, okay, I'm 2 months into no contact, your focus is in the wrong place. You need to refocus your energy somewhere else that you can actually watch it grow. Make sure you pick up this book, by the way. You probably can't see that. Hold on. Pick this book up. Okay? Because that book will change your life if you actually start living with the chapters and the pieces of what's in it. Trust me. That was a horrible sentence. When you go off the cuff, sometimes, yeah. Fear of incompatibility. What is incompatibility? Bin, that's a good question, but incompatibility is when two people just don't jive, man. Like you've even when it comes the same thing with incompatibility is with friends too. You guys don't agree on anything. And sometimes when it comes to attraction, that's where people tend to ignore incompatibility issues because you guys are looking past the incompatibility and you guys are just running off of the attraction to each other. But incompatibility never works long term. Hello, I've been watching your videos and took 9 months to take care. So, okay, sorry. Black Books is the shit. This guy Marcus is running around plugging himself. Black Book Basics. Oh, okay. Here's the thing: if we're all talking about the same thing, helping getting over breakups, focusing on your purpose, I don't have a problem with him saying at least just once. I'm cool with that. I don't mind. If AMS came, like Coach Warren came in here once and was like, "Hey, like how's it going?" Like you, even him showing up here is just people are gonna be like, "Oh, Coach Warren, let's go check him out." Doesn't bother me as long as the content is good. I don't care. Sorry. Hello. I've been watching your videos and I took 9 months to take care of me after a 26-year marriage ended. Best thing ever. And I'm doing great. Good for you. That's a long time to be married. I've been alive for 29 years and 26 years together with someone. I can't even imagine. So, in the 26 years, how many of those years did you focus on yourself when you were with your husband? Because people forget to do that. That's usually why relationships end, because you end up forgetting about yourself. Ex broke up with me in November and she says she doesn't love me anymore. She contacted me on New Year's, congratulating me on my new job. Not heard from her since. Will she reach out? I don't know. That's a mind reading question. I mean, like, I can't tell you if she's gonna reach out. Like, let's just look at what you told me. November. So we're in April now. So is that what, 5 months? So 5 months. She said she doesn't love you anymore. Do those actions match? Probably, because you're sitting here asking me. She contacted me on New Year's, congratulating me on my new job. See, and even then, when she contacted you, you still at the time wanted her back. So you looked into that a lot more than it really was. Oh my God, she must be thinking about me because no, she's just being courteous. Not heard from her since New Year's. If you haven't heard from someone since January 1st and it's April 2nd, do you think that you are on their mind? I'll be honest with you, she's probably with another person or she's very much enjoying herself as a single lady. How you doing, man? I'm good. Thanks for the help. This guy is very intelligent. Thank you. Saul Goodman YouTube. Or YT. I don't know if that stands for YouTube, but it probably does. I got a question that has nothing to do with the next. That's what I do these for. Ask me whatever you guys want. I have a girl that's crazy about me. We've been at it for 4 months. How do I keep the same level of interest? Oh, great question. So I love when people ask me attraction questions. It's awesome because I've been with the same girl for 5 years and it's still the same. So Ali, I have you. I got your back. So I want you to know that there's a truth about relationships, and the idea is don't overcomplicate what a relationship really is. Okay, a relationship is just one moment to the next moment to the next moment, and every moment that you have with her, just you two, the less serious that it is, and the more fun you make it, the more in love she's going to be with you. That's it. Okay. So, and then obviously on top of that, you have to check yourself. Are you being needy? Are you reaching too much? Are you reaching out too much? Sorry. Are you acting jealous? Like you have to check those things, right? Just by not being that way, jealous, needy, basically putting her on a pedestal, but just by not being that way, you are already winning. You're going to be better than 80% of the relationships out there just by not being like that. The rest comes from you showing up all the time for consistent dates and having fun. That's it. That's it. That's how you keep the attraction high. Like this is sort of a rule that I like to use. You're going to want to spend every waking moment with her, especially during the honeymoon phase. You've been with her for 4 months, right? You're going to be wanting to spend so much time with her that you are going to act, a little bit. You're going to be reaching out more, you're going to be wanting to spend more time with her. You have to stay reserved. You have to keep letting her reach out to you. You have to keep watching her body language. And when she starts to do this, it's very, very subtle. Okay. So you have to be very cool and very calm when that happens. When it starts to dip just a little bit, you pull your attention back, you pull your validation back a little bit, spend a day or two by yourself, then set a date and go from there and just watch the body language. That's all you got to do, man. It's cool. That's how you keep it high. Just keep watching her actions. Keep doing what you've been doing, but don't act needy. That's what I want to. So I'm going to set up a new group for guys like you that are like, starting to date new girls, but you don't want to screw it up. I want to set up a new group for that because I think it's pretty important. Great question, though. Great question. Let's see. Have you ever done P90X3? Since I can't access the gym, I borrow the DVDs and it keeps me in shape. I have P90X on one of my hard drives. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. The yoga, bro. Like, people take a dump on yoga, right? But try getting through the P90X yoga all the way through in one go. It's hard. It's weird. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of your guys' names. So I'm just gonna read the question. Hey, masculine, is it weird that I have been stopping caring after 48 days? No, I'm like that. When I go through a breakup, I stop caring after about 2 months, give or take 3 months, because I understand my worth and value. Some people just know that. Some people just know their value all the way through and don't care about someone who doesn't reciprocate that interest, right? I hope that made sense. I still hope someday she reaches out for some reason. I know. I mean, that's everyone, dude. Don't worry about it. It's everyone. What is the basis of incompatibility, though? I mean, I think you're overthinking it, bro. When two people just don't. Okay, look at the opposite. Like, here's something that I usually do when you have a question like that. Look at people who are compatible. What are they doing? They're happy around each other, right? They're laughing, they're having fun, they're having conversations that are interesting. Time seems to pass by. So, what do you think the opposite would be, right? Rob, long time no see. How are you, bud? I hope you're doing well, Rob, in this COVID-19 crap. Tim says, "Hey, dude, just want to pop in briefly. What's up, man? How you doing? Long time no see." Tim, wait, Tim, were you in my previous live streams? I think you were. Kathy says, "None. Husband, kids, and work. The last 2 years we were together. He turned 50. He just quit his job. Didn't want to work." Yeah. Trenton says, "Hey man, I recently got into your videos and I just went through a breakup. Great vids. My question is, what should you do if you did something that brought up a traumatic experience with your ex and breaks up over it?" Like, the thing that comes to my mind is like some bedroom activities. Like, if the girl that you were dating went through a traumatic experience, like, rape or something like that, and you did something like, trying to take control in the bedroom, like a lot of girls like, and she's like, "Wait, that reminds me of," and then so, like, I get that. If she breaks up with you over it, I mean, time is the only thing that's going to help you in that case. You know what I mean? I don't know what else you could have done that's that traumatic, but if she breaks up with you for it, is it really worth it? Right? Maybe she's really cool and you want to stick it out. That's awesome. That's fine. Uh, but just give it some time, man. How long has it been since she broke up with you? Ali says, right. I understand. Cool. What's up, Muhammad? I hope I pronounced your name right. Another question for you after the time of during no contact. Should I start dating? I am at 48 days. No. Don't start dating. No. Okay, if here's another thing that I always tell all the guys in my coaching calls, right? They're always like, "Yeah, I'm talking to this new girl." I'm like, "Why?" Like guys are so quick to jump from a relationship to another relationship to another relationship. No. Focus on your goals. If you have no damn goals, you're going to come to the same conclusion in every relationship that you have now, unless that girl is needy as hell and you don't want to be with a needy ass girl. Okay. So, what do you want out of this life? How much money do you want? Do you want freedom, like financial freedom? Go after those things. Okay? That's one of the most important things you can do. Don't start dating until you actually like make sure your life is where you want it to be. If it is and you're ready to start moving forward, then go for it. But 48 days later, no. Like give it a couple more months. Everything else was fine. Trenton says everything else was fine. I was really blindsided by it. Just said she couldn't be with somebody like that. Couldn't have dissociated that experience with me. I'm in no con. Okay, just okay. So Trenton, like I want you to try to understand it from like her point of view. If she went through something traumatic and you reminded her of it, it's not you really that's the issue. But now that you've done whatever that said issue is, she's going to associate you with that bad emotion. And you can't have a relationship like that. It's her problem, really. And I'm not saying like whatever she went through, it's not her. If it was something that somebody else did to her, you know what I mean? That's not her fault. But there's no way that she's going to have a relationship with a person. And if it's something like that can be done in any relationship, say it's a very common thing that you did, then she has to try to get around that issue. It's not your fault, really. But if you hit her or something like that, then of course that's your fault. See, I don't know the context, right? So you have to try to understand, like, everybody gets into a relationship for a mutual benefit of some kind. If it's just negative for her, why would she want to be with you? Right. And if you just keep reminding her of negative shit, then she's not going to date you. I wouldn't date somebody that reminds me of something that, makes me feel like crap. My girlfriend dumped me for the 5th time. And I finally moved to California. When she was out, she called me crying, saying, "How could I do this? Why would she be sad when she just dumped me?" You don't understand females at all, do you? So, Alex, yeah, I know you've been here before, and I know you know me, but you need to start understanding women, bro. At the time, this is the most classic thing. At the time, she felt like breaking up with you. When you went away, she regretted it because she realized breaking up with you was a bad idea. Okay? That's as simple as that. And you are coming at it with logic. Like, why would she be sad when she's the one that dumped me? Because at the time, she didn't want to be with you. Or maybe she's a little fucked. Maybe she's a little weird. And she likes to break up with you to see if you'll chase her or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to jump on this, but Hawken, the fact that you're still counting the days means that you're probably not quite ready yet. Exactly. See, I saw through that before even I noticed that part. Right? I'm so good at this point, seeing through people's bullshit, coaching people, that like I just know when someone's ready or when they're not ready. That's why I said just give it a couple more months, right? Yeah, she's pretty fucked, right? So Yoshi says, is there a certain amount of time one should give up on getting an ex back, like I mentioned previously? I've been in no contact for 2 months. The hope that she'll come back. Okay, no, there's not a time frame. It's really up to you. So what I mean is like relationships between anyone, two homies, like two guys, two girls, like that are girlfriends, like best friends or whatever. Family. Family's the only one that's kind of like unconditional love. But relationships are about reciprocity, right? You give and take. The other person gives and takes. When someone dumps you, they're no longer willing to give to you. And you are willing to give everything. So when you get tired of not getting anything back from the other person, you're going to get tired of that pretty fast. But a part of you is going to want to hold on just in case. You have to let go as soon as you can. Because here's the thing. I'm coaching a guy right now. I'm not going to mention his name. He's still not over his ex. He won't let her go, right? You know who you are. So he won't let her go. And I told him, I said, the on the other side is where your freedom comes. Like he's choosing to not let go. He's like, he asked me today, he's like, does letting go mean forgetting? I said, they go hand in hand. When you let go of someone, you're saying, I'm done with the hold that you have on me. He won't let go of her because he's afraid. He's young. So, you know what I mean? He doesn't know any better. But this is the thing. He's holding on because this is like his first true love. And I'm like, well, you have to let her go because there's no reciprocity. There's nothing coming back to you. But he doesn't, he's like, he obviously is blue pilled as fuck. So we're working on it. Hello, what's the point of this live? I'm not even going to answer that question. Hello, I think you are right. For some reason, my feelings start to fade, but I keep counting the days. Yeah. So going in with the title of this live video, because that question right there just kind of made me think of it. A lot of you guys who are still trying to get over your exes and stuff like that are afraid to move on and afraid to start dating other people. And when you get over the fear, right? Getting over fear is literally understanding that you have nothing to be afraid of. Seriously. If you're worried about people's opinions, your self-esteem is not very strong. If like, okay, somebody walked up to me right now and just dissed me, said something funny about me, right? I'd be like, okay, and then just move on, right? Like that guy's question, for example. It wasn't like rude. It was just like, what's the point of this live? It's like, well, pay attention, right? So getting over fear is literally just understanding first your mortality. I mentioned this earlier when the lives first started. You're going to die. You don't know when you're going to die, so you might as well just go after what you want, right? People's opinions don't matter. The only thing that matters is, are you happy doing what you do, right? I'll answer more of your questions in a minute. But fear is the only thing that's holding you guys back, all of you, everybody who wants anything. So if you want to build $1 million business, a multi-million dollar business, it's very, very systematic and it's actually a lot easier than you think. So the only thing that's going to hold you back from doing that is fear. And what would you be afraid of? Let's bring that up. You're going to be afraid of what people think about you because you're actually going to have to go backwards a little bit. You're going to have to start working on your business 40 hours a week or more, right? And you're going to have to work to support yourself. So you're going to be afraid of what people think about you. You're going to be afraid of not being at the same pace with your friends in society, what your family is going to say, right? You're going to be afraid of failing at that business. But understanding that you're mortal and understanding you're going to die someday, you're going to know you might as well just go for it anyway instead of living a boring, mundane life, right? If you want more, if you don't care about wanting more and you're happy going up, getting up at the same time every day and going to work and coming home and having food, you know what I mean? Like if you're happy with that, I'm not going to say anything to you because you're happy. But most people want more than that. Or they're just afraid to admit it. So people's opinions, right, don't matter at all. And that if you were really afraid to do something because of somebody else, you really need to work on your self-esteem. Okay? And most people don't have really good self-esteems at all. They're weak. Somebody can say something negative to them and they think about it for the next week because they're like, why did they say that? Why are they so mean? But somebody could give you 100 positive comments and it means nothing to you. So really, guys, getting over fear is about just doing it anyways. So I like using the idea of going to the gym, right? Going to the gym is a really, really good one because when you go to the gym, you know that it works because of, celebrities getting ripped. Arnold, Schwarzenegger, he's ripped. And he's done it before. You've seen it done before. And the results are people's bodies. So when you go to the gym for the first couple of times, you're kind of like, you feel a little out of place because you're like, okay, I don't really know what I'm doing. You have no schedule. You have nothing written down. You have no idea how much your maximum lifts are. You have nothing. You have no idea. So creating that is your first order of business, and then you go from there and do some progressive overload, right? Same thing goes with business. Same thing goes with anything else. You start and get your feet a little bit wet. Then you understand what you know and what you don't know, and you play within those borders for a little while till you understand all of it. And then you go forward and you learn more. YouTube was the same, right? So getting over fear is just doing it anyways, right? It's like when you start a new job. So it's really cool when you actually understand that you start to like, it sucks to say this out loud, but you start to surpass people in your life. You start to look around and you're like, okay, that person's still in the same place that they were, yet they're complaining that they want more. They complain about money. They complain about this. They complain about that. And you're like, you continually keep getting better and better every month that goes by, but everyone around you is still in the same place. And you start to understand, okay, cool. Like, I understand that I'm getting better every day. Most people around you, that's why there's the 1% versus the 99%, because 99%, right? The 99% of people, because the 1% versus 99% talk, debate, it's all a mindset. It's all a mindset. Seriously. If somebody were to be like, I'll give you a formula how to make $100 million, everyone's going to be like, yeah, I'll do it. But nobody wants to put the work in to do it. And that's what the 1% do. And the 1%, and I'm not talking about the 0.01%, the people who have like all the money, self-made millionaires and billionaires. They put in a lot of work and sacrifice to get where they got. Not, getting rid of Netflix and shit like that, getting rid of Xbox, right? I had to do that for a couple of months just to get what I wanted. Let's go back to the questions. No. Let's see here. Stefan or Steven Daniels. Hello, how are you? Tim, you've been in a couple? Yeah. I remember Tim. Is it insensitive if I don't reach out to my ex during COVID-19? No. Don't even bother. It's crazy reading these questions. I legit used to ask the same shit. Y'all are going to be all right. Just do you. Find hobbies at the gym. A big one. Dude, like, I want everyone to start a business, everybody, because you realize that it's very rewarding, but it takes a lot of hard work. Like, start a side hustle, right? It's really fun and it's really, you can make so much money. It is insane. How to get over a girl through no contact. You keep doing no contact and working on your goals. I mean, it's a very simple question, right? So getting over a girl through no contact, you'll get over anybody eventually. You just have to give it enough time. You have to choice. It's a choice. You have to choose to let go. It's a choice to stay where you are. People think it's completely out of their hands, right? Heartbreak is something you're going to feel, but it's a choice to stay where you are. Okay? It's a choice to keep staying in the same place and not doing anything and hoping she's going to come back. When you finally accept that it'll happen or won't happen, it could be either way. You just got to let it go. The issue was getting intimate with her. As we were waking up from a nap, she was sexually assaulted when she was younger. How did I know? I never laid a finger her. I never laid for just undressing. You can't be with a girl like that. See, Trent, I'm just going to call you Trent. Hope you don't take offense to that. Trent, what you're really asking me on a deeper level and what you're trying to understand for yourself is how can this girl how can I get to this girl to a point where she's comfortable with me? And you can't. It's up to her. You're never going to be able to with a girl like that. Trust me. I've been there. But like I said, just couldn't dissociate the memory with me. No guy that she dates is going to be okay. Trust me. Trent, like, don't get hung up on it because she's unavailable. Like her being unavailable now is also going to make your attraction for her go up. So don't let that, you know, see the forest through the trees, right? Like no guy that she dates is going to be able to date her properly. It's because the problem is her. Okay. What happened to her is not her fault, but there's no way if it happened to her like years and years and years ago and she's not getting over it. I mean, I've never been through that. So I don't know what it's like, but I can only imagine that it's really difficult for her to be with anybody. She probably really wants a sexual relationship of some kind. However, I don't think she can get over it enough to do it. You know what I mean? It's really difficult for her. And any guy is going to, trigger that memory and that thought and bring those emotions back. She's back in Australia. So, dude, like, you're hoping that she's going to change. That's the whole idea. That's the actual truth to the whole problem. Like, the questions you're asking are fine, but what's really going on is you want to know if she's actually going to be able to change and actually be able to date you, right? She's not going to. Brandon says, "Hey man, my ex left me last June for another guy, and she texted me in March out of nowhere, wanted to hang out, and I agreed. We've been together for 2 years. We hung out twice, but she wants to only be friends." You are a backup, and you're a Winnipeg Jets fan. Cool. At least they're Canadian, right? You can only guess what my favorite team is. So honestly, you're a backup. She's calling you because she wants to know if you are still available in case things don't work out with whatever guy she's going to be seeing in the future. You're a backup choice, bro. And don't be one. That's a choice. Don't accept that. Don't do it. It's cool. Just move forward. She's not in love, man. You need to move on from her. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you guys even may see right now his question's at the bottom. So I haven't read anything past that. She may even see you and fuck you, right? And do things with you only to keep you in that orbit, bro. And you have to just be, you see, the thing is, you are being a nice guy, okay? And you don't want to be a nice guy, do you? You're accepting something that you don't want. See, she wants to hang out, and you're like, okay, maybe she likes me again. You have to put the terms forward and say what you want from her. If you don't do that, she's going to get what she wants, okay? You want a relationship, she wants to mess around and do things with other people or just be single, right? And she's keeping you in the loop by sleeping with you or whatever. I'm only going to guess that she's been sleeping with you. It's been 1 month since our breakup, and it's been 2 weeks since I started no contact. Okay. How are you, bro? From Bell. I remember you, Ronnie. I've started working on myself, hitting the gym, martial arts, and letting go of my ex in the relationship 10 years. Letting go of fear is liberating. I know fear holds you back. Excuse me. Have you used the law of attraction to get an ex back? I mean, do you really know what the law of attraction really is? I want you to tell me what you think that it is. Singe said, I did yoga X3 today. Also doing Qigong. Is that how you pronounce that? Qigong daily. As for weights, I have dumbbells for the P90. Yeah. I also do 100 rep curls. That's good. That's good. Also, nutrition is a huge focus of mine. Now you can't outrun the fork. Bro, I got a bacon sandwich right here. But what I start my day with usually is like cucumbers, a little bit of salt, because cucumbers get a little, I wasn't going to say stale, but they just get old. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, by themselves. So I just put a little bit of salt. I feel really good with that. And sometimes I'm I literally have a steak in the morning with lots of like fat and like butter, kind of like a keto carnivore kind of thing. I feel great after that too. I just feel like crap when I have carbs. Like if I have cereal or anything sugary, I just want to fall back asleep right after that. Brandon, we hooked up a couple of times, but she said she said she wants to get back eventually. Yet she's still using dating apps. Thoughts? Maybe I'm rushing it because I want her back. I'm not sure what the best approach is. Again, I apologize. I know I look like a fucking idiot talking with my mouth open on camera, but I don't really care. So, but I know you guys are probably, some of you guys are a little picky and you guys are like, you shouldn't do that. So the best approach, because Brandon, look at the power move here. Look at what you're doing. Look at what she's doing, bro. She gets what she wants. She gets to hook up with you. She gets to hook up with other people. She gets to be single. She gets to have fun. She gets to do whatever she wants. You're sitting here wondering when she's going to call you back, right? You have to say, you have to put the terms out there yourself. Think of it as a business transaction. You have to say, look, this is the only way that we're going to be able to see each other is if we're in a romantic relationship or we're going down that route. And then she's going to either agree or disagree. You give her no choice. Sorry, you give her a choice, but it's only two choices. One of two things is going to happen. She's either going to be like, okay, let's go back down that route. Or she's going to be like, no, I'm happy where we are. You'll get a result one way or another. Okay. Kathy says, for me, freedom came when I worked on me. Yeah, you're supposed to be working on you even in your marriage. Look, I understand having kids and you're supporting your husband and all that. It takes a lot of energy. However, you need to stay focused on your goals and stuff that you want. Every human being needs to do that. Women, men, doesn't matter. Because the only way that you're going to be happy in your life is if you pursue the things that make you happy. Green Planta Channel says, what's up? Just got off work and bam, there you are. Yeah, man. Tim says, I'm itching to answer so many of these questions myself, which shows how much I learned from this channel and others. So much of this is like a reflection on myself in the first few months. It is. Tim, it's kind of funny, right? Like I used to be that's how I know exactly what to help you guys do, because I've been exactly where you are, Tim, and now I'm on the other side of the fence helping people. So you see the same things over and over and you're like, just do this, but the higher that the emotion is, the lower the reasoning is going to be, sort of, right? That's the idea. I've realized I'm all about, Mason Lee says, my ex reached out after 3 months about COVID. We had okay back and forth, and then I asked her out, but she declined, saying she only wants to reach out to apologize for the breakup. Cool. Singe said, I've realized I'm all about optimal living for myself and others. I recently became a transformation coach for an awesome turnkey style company. If anyone wants to start living healthy, hit me up. Singe, just you know what you should do? Start a Twitter, okay? And start you have no idea how powerful Twitter is. I would give my left kidney to know how powerful Twitter really was, especially when it started. So look, Twitter and YouTube. Get on those two things and you can help people in person as well. But if you hit up Twitter and you start going on pages and you start helping people that are asking questions on Twitter, bam, right? People see you, they go to check out your profile, write a book, put a course, right? Put all that stuff there. And you're gonna be having a good time, my friend. You're gonna be making money. You're gonna be actually helping people from across the world, right? If she changed her mind and wanted to hang out and reach out to me, do you think she'll reach out again? I don't know. I'm not going to answer mind reading questions like that. Do you think she'll reach out again? Don't ask me that. Okay. Now, none of you guys ask me that question. I get that question every coaching call. I know you guys want hope. You guys are going to be like, yeah, she'll probably reach out again. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to, I'm never going to be like, yeah, sure. Look, that question is never going to be, it's never going to be answered by anyone. Do you think she'll reach out again? No one knows that. Okay? Nobody. So don't ask it. What you should be asking yourself is, are you a better person since she broke up with you? Would she choose to go back out with you again over a new guy? Ask yourself that question and go, if that's a no, then go out there and make it happen. Can you recommend any good business books? The Millionaire Fast Lane is a good one. Bad title, but I mean, like, that's the way it is with books these days. You kind of have to just read them to understand. It depends on what kind of business you want to start. Like, it depends on what you want to do. For me, the law of attraction is something you can use to manifest what you want in your life. Yeah, it takes action. Okay, so here's what they didn't tell you in The Secret. Okay. The law of attraction, the thoughts, and the manifestation stuff comes from action. So if you want $10,000 a month, you have to set certain actions into place. Thinking videos into being doesn't work. You have to actually get off your ass and make videos. The same thing goes with people. But the thing is about people have free will. Okay. The law of attraction, as most people say it is, it's a very big marketing thing. Okay. The law of attraction works with action. If you want something in your life, you will get it if you work for it. Okay. So when it comes to people, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. The action part with people is you. You have to work on yourself. So if you have qualities or bad qualities that caused a breakup to happen, then you have to work on those things. That's the action part. Okay. I don't do keto either, Singe. More of a carnivore, but vegetables too. Like, okay, actually, let's say it like this, because that didn't make any sense. Let's say it like this. I try to stay away from carbs as much as possible. However, I'm having a sandwich right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of just going off of how I feel. If I feel crappy, I know why. Sorry, business books, Muhammad. Millionaire Fastlane, start there. 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Get all the Grant Cardone books, but don't listen to him, I think, as a person in videos, because he is so far down the road. You need to be. I have a business like channel that I haven't made any videos for a while, so but it's just for YouTube. So it really depends on what you want to do. Hey man, you're definitely right. She needs to solve her problem herself, and it's not. And if not, it'll affect whoever she is with. All my friends and fam agree. It seems she does. Trent, she does. Trent is actually my preferred name, so you good. Cool. Yeah, man, Trent, look, she's not like she may be beautiful, she may be really cool when she's okay, but she's got a serious problem and she needs to fix it and you can't. How do you let go? I am really tired of thinking of her and what she's up to if she's with another guy or whatever. So, letting go is about sort of being tired of grieving. So, okay. So, it comes from this. Picture yourself and where you want to be a year from now. You know, how much money do you want to make? How much do you want to be working? Whatever. When you get there, you have to tell yourself that holding on to this girl is not going to get you to that goal. So focus on becoming that. And when you start to realize, make sure you're grieving too. Make sure you're actually putting active hours into the grief process. Crying. Everyone's going to tell you, don't be a bitch, don't cry. It's okay to cry, but just make sure you're doing it, on your own time. And then bam, when it's done, when you're done crying, you're done grieving over whatever you go through, right? You choose to say, I'm done grieving over this. And then you go and try to set some sort of goal and go achieve it. When you have no goals and no purpose, that's when you get stuck. Okay. So, and also remember, you are associating your happy life with the good feelings that she gave you. Replace those good feelings with stuff you achieve in your everyday working life, and you're not going to crave her attention anymore. So you need to fulfill your life with things that make you happy outside of the relationship. Singe, do it. Singe, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll tell you all about Twitter. It's really cool. Time, effort, self-reflection, personal growth. Sorry. My main hobby is trekking. Sucks to focus all the days on business. You're not supposed to. Yeah, like you're not supposed to focus all day. Like 4-hour days, 4-hour days are great. That's all I do. Sometimes less. Like I do all my articles, I do everything that I need to do, film all my videos, schedule them out. Like 4 hours a day, that's most people are happy doing that. The rest of the day, you wake up at like 7, you're done by 12, 11 or 12. From 12 till like what, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, you have the rest of the day to yourself. Imagine working 4 hours a day and making like as much money as you want to. Like, you start a new business, yeah, it takes more energy and effort at first, and then you kind of dial it back. Time, effort, self-reflection, personal growth, no stalking. Everyone is capable of getting over a breakup, no matter how much you may doubt that initially. And let me tell you, it feels fantastic. Just give it more. Like, people see, the thing is, what holds people back is they get frustrated that they are not getting over her. So that makes you focus on her more. Be okay with the fact that you're not getting over it fast. It's a process. So understand that you have to go from here to here to here to get what you want out of it. So it's a process. Singe, thank you for the donation, by the way. So I have some news for you guys. Next week or the following week after that, I'm going to be starting a Twitch channel. And I'll be gaming, but I'll be answering questions like this there. So instead of just sitting here, you guys will be watching me doing whatever. It's cool if you guys don't want to show up for that. But obviously, that's a 5, 6 hour, 7 hour stream event. And you guys can ask me whatever you want, right? Whatever you guys want. If it's business, if it's like YouTube related, if it's girlfriend related, whatever. Okay. So Tiago says, thanks, man. You, Rich, Cooper, and Rolo Tomasi really helped me not offing myself. Oh, I was in a really bad place. You started me in the ways of the red pill. Well, Tiago, I'm glad that you are still around, first of all. Thank you for watching. Rich, Cooper, Rolo, Elliot Hulse, those guys are all like heroes, man. Like the red pill idea itself, for me at least, it's a good place to visit, not the best place to stay. A lot of those guys are, angry and stuff like that. Just make sure that you are focusing on being happy. If you're happy where you are, then cool. Do what you got to do. But I'm glad that you're still here. I'm glad that you're doing what you do and you're happier, you're not dead. You know what I mean? So, cool, man. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure that you guys stay clean. Make sure that you guys stay safe. And pick up this book here. Okay? Pick this book up. Oh, Green, I'm sorry. I didn't answer that earlier. 20 years? Doesn't matter. Are you happy? See, other people are going to look at you funny, right? Some people are going to be like, yo, like, oh, and by the way, this is my absolute favorite cologne, and it's not even that expensive. But sorry, Green. Oh, thank you. You're great.
It was on the counter, so I rewarmed it.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Do you guys? I don't think they know. They don't know what you look like.
Oh, do you want to know?
Yeah, come here. So, guys, this is my girlfriend.
Hi.
Bree.
Hi. Love you.
Love you. She brought me my coffee.
I also closed the bread.
Ah, thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
You
said girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend.
Oh, fiance. Yes, we are engaged. Yes, I'm engaged. So, 20 years is a big gap. But honestly, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Just focus on your happiness. Okay? Thoughts on 20 years. Thanks, dude. Catch you soon. And I know the questions are coming. Are you guys going to get married? You're red pill, you understand? So here's the thing. It's a lot different. I'm 40, she's 21. My dad was 36 and she was 21. They're still together. So thanks, Trent. So I know you guys are going to ask the question. Everyone that sees this is going to ask the question. Should you get married knowing the risks? Because that's a very red-pilled question. That's a very big part of the red pill. I think it's good when you understand women and understand the risks and understand protecting yourself before. And because this is going to be one of these things that I'm going to talk about in the future on my podcast as well. So guys that are blue pilled and don't understand females and don't understand risk and where they're and not understanding where they're going and where their path is should not get married. I think guys that should get married are guys that completely understand where they're going, no matter if their woman's with them or not. She's along for the ride. It's cool. So we'll see what happens. You never know. But I'm very aware of the risks, and she's been great to me. She has been, when I started my business 2 or 3 years ago, like I got no support from anybody but her. She was like, dude, like, I don't care what you do. I just want you to be happy. And then you start to see that when you're with someone that cares about your growth and your growth of your relationship versus what she can get out of you, you can kind of tell when you're with a person like that. That's when I'm like, okay, I'll take that next step with you. It's been earned. So I want you guys to go down that same route and same path when you find a girl that's worth it. Okay? So, and we've been together for like 5 years. 6 years this year in October. I live in Portugal, and thank God the legal system is totally different. Yeah. But if anybody has any last dying questions, Green, I want to make sure I answered your goddamn question. It's cool. Just make sure you're happy with the age gap. If people look at you different, give them the middle finger, right? Who cares, right? Just be happy with you, be happy with what you're doing, be happy with yourself. Make sure, make sure you're growing your business or whatever it is that you're doing. She's along for the ride, you know? It's cool. Any more questions before I get out of here? My bacon sandwich is cold now because I got into the actual stream. Thanks, love the content. So I want to do more live streams for my people, right? So I think once per month at the beginning of the month, I'll do a live stream. I did a daily one for a while, but my channel doesn't grow fast enough. What are your thoughts on Jack Donovan? I have his book right here, like The Way of Men, and something about a beast. I haven't read the Beast one. A more something Beast. I can't remember. I liked it. This was nice, bro. I feel like I know you even better now. Watching your videos last year, thanks a lot. Really awesome, Trent. I mean, look, I want to. Like, I have other channels, and I'm going to reveal what some of those channels are, so you guys can just know who I am on a deeper level too. So my YouTube channel, business channel that I haven't really focused on much is called Kyle YouTube. You can look it up. I'm going to be starting an ASMR channel, and all the other channels are kind of just make money channels, like, like focusing on a niche and filling it up with videos. So if you guys want to learn how to do that, or if you guys have any more questions about how to I'm writing a book. My book is almost done. It's going to be more of like masculine laws to follow if you want a happy life, something like that. And then an X-back book, no contact, something like that, will be in there as well. So if you guys have any questions or any suggestions of what you want, join the email list as well. It's down below in the description box. Yeah. So I want to do this more. So I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Stay safe. Wash your hands. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. Peace.